caught up with the main story since like the whole seedling thing, and I actually think I actually like it. I like that they're tying the Vala into the current plot more and making them feel more like they have relevance to the ongoing story than making us feel like, oh, I feel like this should be another arc, but no, it actually feels relevant, and I appreciate that they did that.
Yeah,
and also I like the Fort Maria's secret side quest. I noticed that they were hyping up the Ashlands a little bit with that, with the books you had to find.
Yeah.
So
yes, they were. I think that's probably going to be their next big area reveal. Is going to be the Ashlands. Yeah, especially because it's been in the files for so long. Players have been like, "Ooh, the Ashlands."
Yeah.
No, I hope they fill out the Wildwoods at least a little more before they fill out the Ashlands completely.
That would be the hope. I mean, the thing is, they could actually push Wildwoods up further. There's actually an area between Wildwoods and Dino Valley that's like blurry on the map, that there's nothing in there.
Oh yeah, I see. That's where we do the end of the world trip.
Yes. Yeah. So like, technically, there's plenty of room for them to do stuff up there.
Yeah. Especially because they fit Devil's Gap into that really annoying mountain area.
Right.
I am so glad they filled that out. I hated traveling across that part of the map beforehand.
Well, yeah, because now too you have to like. I mean, you can't quite go through Devil's Gap to get to the other side.
Yeah.
But it was such a waste of space, and now it's like cool.
It's cool, and now also you can actually go around the beach to reach Forgotten Fields. Beforehand, you couldn't do that. They blocked that off with rocks and stuff, but they made that accessible.
Gotcha.
And so it's like, I can actually move around the map conveniently now. Wow!
Also, hi everybody. Hi,
hello,
chat.
everyone.
Hi, Sam.
Chat.
Did your first customs today? That's awesome. I primed a bunch of horses today. So
nice.
I'm working. It's
stickers today.
Wean time. They're so cute. They're so cute.
I love doing them. They're so cute. It's giving me an excuse to draw cute food.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they are so cute, Amber. I'm so excited to see the rest of them.
Are you just are you gonna go through Printful and just have them like on demand on a like Etsy or
At
something?
the moment, I'm currently on keeping them. So right now, Etsy's going. I'm not on Redbubble either, but right now Etsy's going through so much shit at the moment.
Yes. Yeah.
So I don't really trust being on that website for now. But
That's fair.
now I am actually going to be selling on Teacher Sell Teacher. So they're going to be like little Google Chrome Classroom stickers to use for assignments.
Nice.
Which is why they have the little good job puns.
Yeah, no, that's cute.
And maybe if I do find a way to sell them outside of it, then I'll definitely make them as stickers too.
So Printful can hook up to any kind of e-commerce website. I know, like you can hook Shopify up to it. I have Wix, and I hook up my Wix to it. It's just a matter of like, do you want to pay for a website subscription? Which that's where it gets pricey, is paying for a website. But no, I think it's compatible with Redbubble. Although Redbubble is a lot of that
a mess.
Yeah, Redbubble's a mess too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, see, I use Etsy as like a backup because technically, like, it's a lot easier to be discovered on like a hub site than it is for people to like find your own website.
Right.
So, you know, if somebody looks up horse stickers on Etsy or like cute horse thing or horse lover gift on Etsy, like, then they're more likely to find my stuff than they would be if they were just Googling it.
Doing it. Yeah. And they'll get like 10,000 answers on Google.
Exactly. So now that I'm done with all the like fairs and festivals for a while, I gotta get my Etsy going again. But working on it, work in progress.
Take your time. Also, I love now that the horses are switched out, I love like counting every black and blue old Winfield I see.
know.
I know.
That one
not
too.
seen anyone get the other two. I've only seen the black and blue one. It's really funny, especially because it's the most like 2000s
it's
wolf
Edgelord,
chat icon.
Sparkle
Edgy
Dog.
black wolf that like vomits electricity. You know those kinds of paintings that people would have.
The Sparkle Dog
Yeah.
OCs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which there's nothing wrong with. You do you, boo.
No, I love them.
Of course.
No, Sparkle Dogs are the best. Anyone who says they suck just does not have any whimsy in their life, and I hope they get better soon.
Exactly. I agree. No,
But it is funny to see the bias.
I aim to make, like, especially with the customs and stuff that I do. I mean, my art kind of looks like that anyway. But with the custom model horses and stuff, it's like, that's such a... that kind of aesthetic, the like really colorful, wild, super saturated, like rainbow stuff is so sorely needed in the hobby. And like
it's
best. So fun.
It really is
so fun. It's just going, fuck it, I wanna have fun.
Exactly.
And that's why I love making designs like that, because I get to go oingo boingo, and there's nothing like going oingo boingo.
Right.
Going oingo boingo is a fucking blast.
Yeah, and the music's good too.
It sure is. I love Oingo Boingo.
I love Oingo Boingo.
Oh, I'm so slow.
Me too.
Oh, I am completely frozen. Oh, there I am.
I'm chugging along.
I haven't fed my horse in a long time. Ooh, okay, what was my first custom? The tack store in our town used to have fun days, which, like, technically we as a Briar dealer can do fun days. We'll get the fun day kits all the time, but it was like a big event that this tack store was hosting, and you go and you paint a stablemate. So I painted a black rearing stablemate, and it had white spots. I thought I was clever because it was like I did a reverse Appaloosa pattern. And I was like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing. And I think I was like 10.
Cute.
You know?
Cute.
So that was my first like custom, I guess. If we're talking about the first custom when I actually started getting serious about customizing, there's an old picture I have somewhere from like 2010 or 11 or something of I painted a classic size Rainer in acrylics, and then I pasteled over the top of it, which is a technique a lot of people use, but it never really worked for me. I kind of hated doing it, but it didn't turn out terrible. It just wasn't great, and I was like 12. So just it wasn't, you know, it was my first custom. That was like probably my first actual custom. My first airbrush custom then was like, I don't know if I did like a black Arab, or there was an old Morgan body that I had that I painted in like a blue Rono Vero. And I taped off all the markings and all that. So those are circulating somewhere. Let me see. Like, I'll probably post this on Instagram at some point, but just so that everybody in the group chat kind of maybe knows what I'm talking about. I think I actually have a picture. Like, I think I have that saved on my phone because I was gonna post it at one point and I haven't yet. Just because it was such a difference compared to what I was doing, like what I'm doing now. Because it's always fun to look back on that stuff, you know? Like, oh, yeah. So, there you go, guys. That's my first custom horse. And
cute, though.
And back when I used to draw horses in middle school, although I've been drawing horses since I was little. Like elementary school little, but cute. Yeah,
so
just
cute.
That compared to like what I'm doing now is just wild. You know, like there's a whole lot of improvement there, but it's because I've been actively working on getting better for like a decade. But it's always fun to look back on your old artwork. I used to hate it. I used to hate looking back at my old stuff. Like, it would be so embarrassing. And now I look back at it and I laugh. I embrace the cringe. Oh god, Lurie's here.
Lurie!
Hello!
You
I heard the bro. I'm like, yep, she's here.
I'm here.
That is so good.
Hey.
That's so good. Is it
Here, cowbell.
Is it quest time? Are we questing?
I got into the game, but I didn't update it before I went on my walk.
It updated. It was pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we gotta go to Valedale. I'm just gonna run.
Yeah, me too.
All right,
I don't have some money.
Yeah. I'm gonna be super slow.
Yeah, slow time.
I actually changed my stable to over there.
I've barely been playing, so my horses are all dying and they're ready turned into glue. And
I'd make the embracing death joke, but I'm also like, I'm riding the Laverna, so it might be a little on the nose. I don't know.
Well, the Darkmoor ponies release next week.
Oh god.
Ooh.
That's definitely one that I'm skipping.
Yeah.
They're
really.
so mean to the pony.
I'm sorry. None of them
That's
tickle
so
my
fair.
fancy.
Oh, you will be getting the new horse for the birthday, right?
I do really like the paint for the birthday event. I will cave on that. That will be like my 4th paint.
It's very cute. It has a very like vanilla cake kind of color based on what I remember.
It do. And then like the tack sets that are coming out for that are really cute. So I'm excited about that. I'm gonna say let's probably talk about the Halloween stuff after, I'm debating because I don't know how long the quest is gonna take. But I also feel like if we're gonna talk about the Halloween stuff, I should have that on the screen.
Yeah,
so I guess
Yeah,
let's kind of go
okay.
let's go one at a time. Let's get
Considering we're right before the birthday and the Halloween event, I can't imagine that this quest is going to be too terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even know there was supposed to be a new quest out there.
There are several missions that we have to do, but they take place over a few weeks, apparently.
Okay.
Oh, is it
so
in
it's like the
Valedale?
Seedling.
Yeah, it's in
Basically.
Valedale. The birthday paint is not gonna be free. I'm like 1,000% sure on that one.
Oh, yeah.
They did.
I think the soul. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say they did the free horse because it was the 10th anniversary.
That's exactly what I was
why
gonna
they
say,
did it.
yeah.
So we're probably never gonna see another free horse like that again until like I don't know the 20th. Yeah. So, but it is really pretty.
SSO exists that long. It'll be very impressive because MMOs are super expensive and we are a niche MMO.
Yes.
Well, I mean, they've been around for over 10 years now, so I think they're here to stay.
Yeah. It does sound like, okay, I don't know if you guys got the impression, like I thought they got bought. Like I thought they were bought a few years ago. It does seem like they've had a change in management. However, the guy that's the CEO right now currently is the one who initially worked on all the original games. The Starshine Legacy and the Star Stable games, Star Academy games.
Maybe it's like a Neopet situation right now. For those who don't know, Neopets actually became an independent company again because Rockstar and NetDragon closed down.
That's right.
So they are now an independent company again, and they are run by a gentleman who did used to play Neopets back in the day. And fascinating enough, and I think this speaks to a really interesting future, is that he was, from what I understand, he was in charge of the Metaverse attempt, but Neopets, as an independent company, has completely canceled the NFT stuff. So I think it's a very interesting situation, and it's one I am cautiously optimistic about, because I feel like if someone is in charge who is in charge of the metaverse stuff, if they're willing to close down all the metaverse stuff, I feel like that's really interesting.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's such a weird situation to be in too. That's funky. Yeah. But I definitely I feel like Star Stable's been heading in the direction of becoming an actual MMO, because having played it, I mean, there's those of us in this group that have played it for way longer than I have.
Yeah.
Like, I know Kenzie and Carly have played it since the beginning, like since when it came out. I played the original Starshine games, but I didn't actually find Star Stable until 2017.
Big fog in Vale. Big fog.
But there's already been like a huge leap since 2017. It's crazy how much progress they've made in like what seems like such a short amount of time. So they definitely seem like they're becoming more of an MMO, where before it was basically like a glorified single player game.
Yeah. Which is good. It's definitely what SSO needs, I think.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Also, hi. More people join chat. Hi, hello.
Hello, everyone.
Excited for the new Halloween horses from Briar. We can talk about that a little bit. I think everybody's probably seen those in the group chat. So there's Slither, which is designed by a friend of mine, Christine. She's done the classic sized Halloween horses for the past 4 or 5 years, I think. And this one is a quagga, which is really cool. Semi-extinct type of equine, but the stripes on the front half of the body are actually snakes. So he's really cool. I'm very, very excited. And then the blind bags are a mini apparition, which is the Frisian that's like purple and white. I don't remember what the little candy corn donkeys or mules name is, but that was actually Cornelius.
I love him.
It's Cornelius. Mini Cornelius. You should see maybe when hey Courtney, can you do me a big favor? Yeah. Can you find a picture of the original Cornelius and toss it in the voice chat for Batsy?
Yes,
thank you. Because it was actually on the sitting donkey, which was adorable. And then the other one, the last one, is Minnie Nevermore, which she's really cool too. That's the brown and black one with all the ravens and the filigree all over it. That one's really neat. So I'm very excited to see those. I like Spectre, which is
my god!
Spectre is the purple and orange Arab with the ghosts all over it. He's not my favorite Halloween horse ever, but Lauren does a really good job of just really super aesthetic things. Like she's really good at her color combos and her marking design. And Courtney just got a Spectre from me the other day. So yes, they're really neat. And they glow like crazy. Spectre glows like he's so cool.
Batsy got a cuteness over here. I know.
I love you, Cornelius. It's a really good design.
Oh no, there I go.
So Fripp said something about, I know he wants us to meet us at Fort Maria.
Yeah, that's where I am now.
But he said something about we can't just stand back and watch anymore, and I'm like, bruh, why did we stand back and watch in the first place? Isn't the whole point of the Soul Riders to be actively combating evil? Isn't this
I like to think they were just too busy riding the high of Conquer being back to give a shit.
Fair. Oh yay, Courtney, you got your Speos.
Oh, the front door is oh.
Wait.
My pony.
You got your pony.
Finally, after 10 million years.
Where
I think,
am I going?
if I'm understanding the situation correctly.
Oh wait. So we enter the library in a different way?
You just go up to the front. That's been blocked off by brambles for so long.
Are you kidding me?
Really?
Open.
I just went to the back.
It's open. The front door is open.
I'm going.
Donut is parked outside.
I'm going. Also, I'm glad you guys in chat find us fun to listen to. A lot of the times we kind of like sit back after we're done streaming and we're like, wow, did anybody like, were we really annoying this time? Like,
No, I don't think.
But no, we just have a good time. That's what
We
we're
just
here
get
for.
silly with it.
Yeah,
We're just here to be silly.
Yep, it's the Horse-Shaped Object Podcast, and that's what we're here to do.
I love the horse shaped. But.
Yes.
I forgot the name.
Ripping the
Also,
druids
man,
took the roots away.
that secret passageway is really convenient.
Yes.
It is so easy to get lost in here.
Yes, it do be.
Alright. I have arrived at New Hillcrest.
I am at the front door. I am coming in.
the front door.
My
Everyone
raven.
run,
Oh,
I'm
wait.
coming.
Which part? Oh wait, which part do we need
I
to go
see
to?
Amber. You need to go to the main area where, like, that's right, like right in front of the portal door.
So
Okay,
can
I'm
we?
gonna
So
go.
can we take
Where the old library
so we can
puzzle
take the secret
was.
passage. We can take the secret passage.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's just permanent for this area now.
I wanna
Yeah,
go to the
that's
Grand
so
Hall.
slick.
Haha.
Hall. I'll wait till
The
you're
hall.
here before I start talking to everybody.
I can't see any of you guys.
Oh, you have to talk to Fret first. So
Oh.
Yeah. There
I'm
you
just
are,
gonna go
Betsy.
through
there I
Hey, Betsy!
Wait. Who's standing off in the corner over here? Who's being weird in the corner? Hello?
am, the demons.
Wait, these are all NPCs. Why are there so many NPCs in here? What is
Find out.
happening?
Because the keepers of Adim live there now.
Oh boy. Okay.
Amber and I are just playing.
Yeah,
we
I'm
are.
gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Come here.
Oh, hi.
Oh, there's someone. Hi.
Hi.
You're playing tag, I guess.
What are you? Okay.
Okay, where do I go? I
Go
Go
to
to
go.
the Grand
Grand Hall.
Hall. Yeah.
I'm gonna sneeze. No.
We had to do it for Congo. Trouble is my middle name.
Oh my god, the fuck. We've been doing our own thing.
The
Yeah,
Chaos Vortex.
everyone's here. Hi.
Hello,
Yay!
Rhiannon. Hello, Rhiannon. Holds Rhiannon's hand.
Mommy, hello?
Hello, Mom.
Ooh, when am I getting more sticker
Actually-
books? I have sticker books right now, actually. They are in stock on the website. I think I have like 2 or 3 of them left. So they are in stock right now. Another thing that I can plug shamelessly is
Everybody is the older brother.
I'm trying to get rid of a bunch of stickers right now because I'm gonna be having a restock with some new stuff. But I also have a whole bunch of stuff in my personal archives that need to leave. So I'm doing a sticker grab bag right now where you get 5 stickers for $15, which is like a really good deal. So, you know, go get them. Go get them.
Get 'em, partner.
Neon's
I haven't logged into Star
here.
Stable in 2 weeks.
Neon.
Oh god.
Neon.
I'm
Oh,
still doing the
something
spirit
bad
challenge.
happened to our tree. Uh-oh.
Beatrix is like, too many people. Same.
No, it's a too big a
Of
party.
course. The tree was the tree
Ooh.
chopped or something?
Oh no, she's shy. Oh, Beatrix. But this Soul Riders. Lisa says that there's the tree that we made won't say anything, and they talked to the Weeping Widow, and she just started bawling, and she told them to leave.
Oh no!
And it's like, oh no, what did we do?
Oh, so if you were at one of the fairs and there weren't sticker books there, it's just because that I don't tend to bring those to like those kinds of events. We just typically sell the individual stickers and the models at those events. But yeah, if you order off the website, there are sticker books available. Okay, so we're gonna have stuff with Evergrey. We're gonna have stuff with Avalon. And then, more tasks will come up as your mission goes on.
Oh, we might have to go back to Devil's Gap. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ew.
Ooh.
Damn, Ann! Did you play the game? She's like, but chances are she's helped the Dark Riders too. Queen, did you see the cutscene? Does she know?
Anne doesn't trust anybody, so that's why she's probably, but she's smart.
It's just real funny.
Mm-hmm.
Who am I supposed to talk to? Oh my god, Beatrix.
Beatrix.
Okay.
Ooh, questions for Fripp.
Gosh darn, there's so much horse XP. I don't have to level anything up. Hi, Pony.
I do.
Well,
that's really cool that you can check in with
I just haven't played the game in weeks.
Ashley. Hi, Ashley.
Hey, so Wi-Fi is having issues, so unfortunately I can't play the game, but I can still be involved.
All right.
Well, we're happy to have you here.
Yes.
Thank you for being here.
We are happy you're here. You have made
happy
it.
to be.
Despite everything.
It's still you?
Yep.
Okay. I'm on my way. Where are we going?
It looks like they're having us go to one
the
spot
old
in the
barn.
Harvest counties. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
If
you take the road to like go back to like Wolf Hall Inn, I'm sure it's gonna be right along there.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm coming. I'll catch up with you.
New.
I'm
slow.
I am so slow.
I'm on a little old man pony.
We're all either riding around on horses that aren't leveled up, or horses that are like that have been sitting for weeks because we haven't played.
Or don't have tact.
Yeah, or don't have tact.
That's me.
Donna doesn't even have horseshoes.
And so we're just like, huh.
My
I
horse
feel like
is
I'm just
naked
chugging
because
along.
I'm doing the spirit challenge.
Ooh.
What's a spirit challenge?
It's basically you take the spirit looking horse Mustang
Yeah.
and you ride it, train it all the way up to level 15 without any tack.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
fun.
Ooh.
That's fun.
Like
Wait, what
and
am I
you can't do
ow.
you can't skip any levels.
Mm.
You have to train it all the way to 15.
Okay.
You can't pay for any levels.
Mm-hmm.
I always forget you can pay for levels, and because I never do that.
Oh,
So
I
I'm just like,
know.
wait, we can pay for levels.
I don't ever do that
Yeah, I'm a
either.
strong boy. I won't spend
Yeah.
it on levels. I'm a big boy.
It wants me to run all the way there. This is bullshit. Why do I have to run on my horse in my horse running game, dude?
I just love it. You're like, this is bullshit. Oh man.
This is not cool.
This is dumb. I hate it here.
What?
Why can't I just be there?
What's the point of a horse game if you have to actually ride the horse?
I don't
I
want to
don't
ride
wanna
the
ride the
horse.
horse. I don't want to ride the horse. I just want to be
I don't want to
there.
ride the horse. I want to walk around on foot.
You know, it is very cool that now they're actually going to like populate the library and be like, this has been
Yeah,
empty and
that's
dead. Congratulations. We moved a whole village in here. And I'm like, God damn. Is there even a bathroom in here? like shit. I didn't see one. But it's like it's cool. It's really cool.
Oh, and thank you. The mystery full set. Yeah, the mystery full sets are super fun. I was gonna do one for Halloween. It didn't quite work out, but I do have 3 sticker designs I'm gonna put out for Halloween. So even though it's not a mystery full set, we're still getting 3 stickers for Halloween. So
I did not write any of these numbers down. Oh,
I
no.
didn't either. Do we need to know them?
Yes, there's a code that we have to open.
Oh,
or
no.
the locker box we have to open.
Oh shoot! One of them was 7 and 4.
I got 8 and 1.
Okay,
That's
so
my first clue.
okay, so it'll be something with 7, 4, 8, and 1. All right,
Okay, I'm just gonna put it in voice chat real quick.
that's a good idea.
Okay, so 8, 1, 7, 4.
Yeah.
I'm just writing them in the order of them presenting the clues.
Okay. Oh, 8, 1. Fripp says it.
Oh, he says it? I didn't even read it.
He just said
Here's
it.
the code, you dumb bitch!
Wait, hold on, it didn't work. He said it was
And I'm
87. He said it was 8714.
I'm imagining Fripp just handing you the code like the Dr. Phil L meme.
What did he say? Fripp.
What did
We're
he
not
say?
supposed to go. I'm in this whole 9 yards.
8174? Oh, it's 8174. He literally
Oh,
does
no.
say it though.
174. Yeah.
Guys, there's a dead guy here.
Yeah, there is. Or, well, dead robot.
Yeah,
What's
the
the matter?
robots, remember?
What?
Yeah,
Why
Why are they
goons,
dead?
the goons are robots. Ooh, the chaos
Why can't they
vortex is
just
affecting the draconium.
That makes sense.
The drones are approaching. Are we gonna get chased? I want to get chased. Let me
Hi, you can catch me!
let me get chased. My horse is so slow. Let me get chased. Oh, yup. Yup. All right.
Run, girl!
I love my
Pretty
2
cool if they
ravens.
update this area.
Yeah, this area does need an
8,
update.
1.
Our little drones need an update. They look so
Yes. Guys, this is the most people we've had in
Hold
voice
the
chat in
pony.
like a long time. There's so
Hello,
many of
hello,
us
everyone.
here.
Welcome, welcome!
There's 7 of us in the
Hi.
in voice chat.
7.
That never happens.
Whoa.
It was the power of ponies.
Yes. And the power of ween times. It's the
Yes.
ween times that have brought us together.
That too!
Exactly.
yeah.
Holy crud. Like, I
All this
don't want to
creepy.
spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen them, but holy shit.
We're gonna do a whole lot of spoiling
The
later
horses
because I
look-
plan on bringing up Cece's video and talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm
I'm
really
gonna wait
excited.
until that time comes. I'm just saying,
Yep.
we're eating good this Halloween.
We really
We
are.
We really are.
I love you, Halloween!
Courtney, you want to tell everybody about your bug class?
Bug class!
Oh,
Class.
I don't have anything exciting to report yet because
Darn.
I mean I've only had it one time so far.
Yeah. But
But
bug class.
I just pushed bugs around under a microscope for 2 hours. I don't know what you want from me.
That's it. That's all
That's
I
I
want.
wish that was
That's
me.
it. That's good enough.
I wish that was me.
8, 1, 7, 4. 8, 1, 7. Okay.
Okay. We're voice normal again.
I'm normal, I swear.
God.
I cannot wait. By the way, I need to say I cannot wait
Yeah.
for them to update the Hillcrest Camp Championship.
I know. I hope. I kind of. As much as I hate the bees, I hope they keep the bees.
Yeah.
Or I hope they make
not
the
the
bees
bees.
like more fair. Like there's
Yeah.
an easier way to get around them because
Right.
the current
Yeah.
shortcut to get around them is like so hard to execute.
Yeah. Wait,
I do like the challenge of the bees, but I hope it's more accessible.
Okay, Fripp's little squeaky noises.
He's a little squeaky
Oh.
toy. What do you want from me?
Oh,
He goes, "Eek."
oh wait,
Okay.
are you sure that wasn't my bird just eeping in the distance?
Oh no,
I love you,
no,
Pikachu.
that was Fripp.
Okay.
It wasn't Pikachu.
Yeah, we didn't hear Pikachu.
No. I would love to hear Pikachu,
Oh, that
but
was
no.
Pikachu. I heard her.
Let me go get Pikachu as soon as I finish this race.
Okay, so literally we do one mission and then it's like reputation grinding. Okay, cool.
Fun.
Oh, we are
Cool,
getting
sick.
a lot of like heart emojis in chat. It looks like,
Yeah.
if I'm understanding how YouTube works,
Where am I going? Where
which
am
I really
going?
don't. So
I think we're going to back to the library after we talked to him. He's like, it's affecting
Yeah.
the draconium. Go back
Yeah.
to the library.
Yep, you
And
go
I'm
back
like,
to the
"No."
library and talk to him, and
The
then
library.
then you're done. So
Yeah.
I'm going to pull up. I'll stay logged in as long as I can. It might kick me off, but I'll pull up CC's video, and we can
Hooray!
talk about the Halloween times.
Mhm.
I love you, Halloween.
I know Courtney and I were talking this morning about just the fact that like I do think it's really interesting that they're doing like a Vala horse and a like a swamp witch themed horse, but it's not like, it seems like they're kind of straying further from Halloween. Do you guys feel that?
I feel like it's since it's they're both witches.
Yeah.
So I would say
Yeah,
it still
that's-
holds that theme.
I think it still feels Halloween enough. It feels
Okay.
like they're going for more like a
And-
sort of like modern witch /
Yeah.
dark academia vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is still definitely Halloween to me.
Mhm.
I think they're still very good Halloween horses. It's
Mhm.
just a different feeling of Halloween
Yes.
than we're used to, I would say.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because they started
So,
off so
like-
much with like skeletons and all that, and now it's like shifting to lore based spooky stuff.
I guess my only issue with the new ones we're getting is that we've had so many similar magic horses already that I'm like, as far as
That's fair.
Yeah.
like as far as the like kind of not necessarily swampy, but we had the Jorvik Wild somewhat recently in the last year or so that were
Mhm.
kind of a little bit swampy,
Well-
and then there was the other halflinger magic horses that are really similar to this new one that we're getting. I mean, granted they were fairy ones with like fancy horns or whatever, but again, like similar-ish.
I think the normal coats are pretty similar on the Hofflinger anyway. Like, I know one's a blue roan and one's like a black snowflake appy, but they're in that same color family where it's like that blue tone-y kind of.
Yeah, I was thinking more of like the dark greenish purpley that we just keep getting with these magic horses.
It's not. It feels like they really like that particular palette, I would say.
Yeah, which is fun. I mean, they do it really well. I mean, they look nice and all that. It's just not. It doesn't feel new, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what I'm. Because now we're just getting a variation of types of antlers and horns and stuff on these horses, and it's like, okay, well, you could have kind of branched out a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Branched
I
out
see
to
where you're
what
coming from.
necessarily?
Yeah.
I think back on the dragon horses, and then the fish horses. Like, they could do more. Like, there's so much you can do, but it's kind of like I feel like they can expand on those ideas.
Yeah, like I would have liked to see another style of dragon, because we got like our classic one. Okay, so give us like a maybe. I mean, we've already got the water ones, but maybe like
a Chinese
more-
dragon type looking thing with like a beard, and
Or
that
like
would
a-
be kind of fun.
right.
They're
There's
like
so
a
many
freaky.
styles.
Oh, sorry, you first.
Oh no, you're fine. Just like there's so many styles of dragons, so we could definitely see more of those. But like it just seems like we're getting a lot of like swampy type horses over and over. So this is like the third one now or something. I
Yeah,
don't
because I feel like the birch horse is decently close.
I
to
was
this swamp
I was
horse.
gonna say
Right.
I was gonna say
The
that the Petra, the
Yeah, I
rock,
was
the
gonna
rock
say the
Clydesdale looks a lot like
Now
the
four
Walker.
that are yeah. So
Yeah.
Wait, isn't
well, I guess
No,
you
no.
could even consider Woodier kind of almost swampy with his like
With the-
mossy.
Yeah, because it's midst the mushrooms. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, that's your like dark green color palette that they just keep using, which It's fine. They all look nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just feels like a lot of repetition. Or like we had the Christmas horse forever ago that had the horns.
Yeah, the icy yeah.
Not the icy. No, it was the goat.
Yes. Yeah.
On the curly or whatever.
On the curly. Yeah.
Yep. So it's like, okay, I'm kind of tired of just horned something and then womp.
But with last year, the mask one was such a huge hit with the big horns and everything. Everybody loved it. That's why they're expanding what they did.
Yeah. It's really cool to see.
It is. I really like that. But like that felt more Halloween-y to me just because it had that skeleton type element to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like, here's the thing. So, like, we have out here in the real world, we have our traditional, what we feel is Halloween and what's not.
Right.
But with these new horses, they're leaning more on their own lore in the game as to what is Halloween and what is not.
And I actually really like seeing that. Personally, I think that it's allowing them to get a little bit more creative with what they give us. But on the other hand, I also I totally understand people that want maybe a more traditional Halloween horse.
I would love like a classic cartoon werewolf horse. That would be so fun.
Yeah. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff that I think would be super fun for them to give us. It just I also think that they're probably, think about how many iterations we go through, this isn't, I don't think this isn't probably breaching any kind of but when you're working on when we would work on project, models for Stone, at least I can talk about this anyway, but you'd go through so many iterations and so many different concepts, and then but you can only pick 2.
Yep.
Then that's kind of how any project goes. So they probably went, all right. I feel like I know exactly what they were thinking with these 2 is, okay, everybody loved the Vala Witch. Everybody went nuts when they saw the Vala Witch character in the game. I did. I absolutely did. And the
I have
aesthetic.
no memory of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a queen.
Yeah, and the aesthetic that went with it, that blue purple crow feathers, the gold rings, the runic accents. Everybody went absolutely nuts. And then on top of that, you had the popularity of the Laverna from last year. So they were probably like, oh, that's an immediate we got to do that. Do I wish it was on something other than the Hoflinger? Kinda, but I also really like the Hoflinger. My only nitpicky thing about the horse itself, I guess, is I don't like the mane they gave. The mane seems a little weird.
To me, I agree with that. Apparently, they're gonna apply effects to the manes on both of the horses, light effects.
If I may add this, on one hand, I do definitely agree that having more of at a glance of stronger variety between new magic horses is definitely a fair point, and I agree. On the other hand, something that really appeals to me about these horses, it feels like they got the big horns going on that a lot of magic horses seem to have had since the Laverna. At least as far as I am getting the impression of, I remember I have not played properly since last Halloween.
Yep.
But it feels like I've noticed with these 2, there's a lot of not just the heads, but across the entire body model variation going on. The Valley here, it's got the glowing rooms. It's got the main that is definitely probably using the skeleton of the Halflinger mane is clearly a different model, and then the branches on the back of the horse, and then the I just noticed it had bangles on its feet, so it has the bangles too. And then on the other one, it's got a bunch of vegetation all across its body that isn't part of the texture. So I feel like these horses are also, first and foremost, probably an experimentation to see how they can break the model outside the head.
That's my thought too.
Head, which I definitely appreciate, but I definitely agree they could have given it like a more at a glance distinction from the other horses, but I think even with that nitpick, it doesn't drag them down too much, and I think they're really cool. But I completely agree with that. Completely agree with that criticism. I think that is a completely fair point.
Yeah,
but
there's definitely a sameness that kind of follows through, and it's like on the one hand I get it, and on the other hand I'm like, okay, push it a little more, like just a little bit.
Yeah, so, but sorry, you first.
Well, I was just gonna say I'm rewatching the video now, and I happened to pause it on the close-up of Vala, and the mane is feathers, not hair.
Yeah,
exactly.
Which they actually did with funky. So they did that with the one Jorvik Wild, the Duskwing Jorvik Wild, and I didn't like it. And that was like. I actually really didn't like it. But I think I didn't like it because they used the same Jorvik Wild mane texture, but they just painted it as feathers.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's not actual feathers.
Right.
This one sorry.
No, this is actual texture, like actually textured. And they actually
the model is new. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like... Yeah, it looks like they just used the skeleton of the mane, but they actually did a different model for the actual mane, which is really cool. And I think these horses, in a technical sense, are a huge step up from the Laverna, and it feels like they're trying to see what they can do, what the game will allow them to do.
Right.
Which makes me excited for what they can do once they've seen how this test works out.
Exactly. Right. And one of the things that I'm noticing is we talked about, kind of touched on like the fairy Hoflingers. Those were the first ones, the first magic horses to have the like stuff off of the back end of the horse. Because they had the little wingies. I think that it's very interesting that they've now like that's what they're trying to kind of maybe focus on now is like how far can we push that? How much can we have coming off the horse? And will it interfere with tack?
My question is that are they eventually going to be pushing towards a Pegasus?
It feels like
I don't know because it would interfere with the rider and the saddle. Where the wings would be.
Right. Like that's the part that they kind of have to be. But I would say that there are systems in some games, and I don't know if it would do this or not, where just because you have an item in the slot, you don't need to show it on the model. I've played you
can't put tack on Spirit though.
Right. So you couldn't put tack on Spirit.
Theoretically, just do the same with the Pegasus.
I would say that it would kind of be a cool thing that if they figured out a way for Pegasus, that they only have the tack show up in the regular horse version. And then when you go to the magic form, only the saddle disappears. Because when you think of where the wings come off where the wings would come up, it would be in the shoulder joint. So it wouldn't interfere with the rider's position any. But the other caveat with that is that if you made a Pegasus, people would expect it to fly. And that's something they wouldn't do, because remember how mad people got about the fish horses not being able to swim?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
What could be really fun?
Oh, sorry. We have like those occasional races around like holiday and event stuff that are up in the air.
Yes.
So theoretically, if you wanted your "my horse is flying" picture, and you just do that.
Yeah.
Okay, but I raised this question.
Yes.
They did it with Night Dust and everything, why can't we have more magic horses with animated textures? If and animated manes.
I was wondering,
like manes could be like on fire. They could have like some sort of like you could have like a waterfall water themed horse where its mane looks like it's a constant flow of water, like a waterfall. You can do that.
See, now to me, what is this one? The Audra. This is the Hoflanger one's the Audra. Okay. That's the one that I would have tested out. Can we have the coat be an animated texture? Because
and it's
a snowflake Appaloosa would be the perfect opportunity to have a magic coat that looks like the night sky. Like
that's another thing I was looking at too, because the like actual spots on it do look like stars.
They do, yeah. It's shaded like the sky texture.
Yeah, so because it doesn't look like a snowflake Appaloosa at all, and I think that's why it drives me nuts.
Oh yeah, you're talking in the normal coat. Yeah.
Yeah, because it
could be birdcatcher spots.
It could be birdcatcher spots. Yeah. Actually, that's probably what I'm gonna go with, because there's no modeling around the eyes or the nose, and there's no striped hooves, so it's probably black with birdcatcher spots is what they were going for.
It's the like spots all around the hooves, and then the hooves are just like black. That bothers me with that.
That is a little funky. I totally get that.
Like for the regular coat, it just doesn't feel like it. It feels more like stars or something.
It does. Right. Yeah.
Didn't one of us say a couple minutes ago that this guy was going to have an effect of some sort on its mane?
On the mane. It's going to be like the winter horses, I believe they said, where it kind of gives off a light at night, like the mane has this little glow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you can't quite tell in the Halloween area because it's always dark in there, so...
Yeah, but the thing is, like, okay, that's a really cool effect. That was so cool with like making things glow and like affect like the world, and made the other parts of the world glow. Okay, can I get an animated texture now?
I wonder if that's. Well, I wonder if they're testing that.
Well, they might. Off topic, but also on the topic of glowing things, why not make the sky that actually, you know, the night sky over the winter event, the default sky at night? Yeah. Because
oh my god, I know
the night sky.
That's a whole other. That's a whole other ball of wax. We'll be talking about that during the winter event, I'm sure.
No, as far as the sky that happens, the rest of the year is crap. It just looks like sunset.
Go for it, Ashley. I hear you.
But I was going to say, so as far as with the animated coat, like, I totally agree. They missed an opportunity to do a star-covered or constellation horse, but that doesn't fit with a Halloween theme.
No.
Like, so that's why they didn't do it this time.
Yeah.
As far as, like, similar color palettes and things like that, I mean, with Halloween, there's only so many colors that are going to look Halloween-y.
I was very surprised when the Laverna came out last year and it was basically pink. You know, like...
well, I see. But,
you know, it's like that was kind of...
They made it work.
They absolutely did. It was like this beautiful red-violet color. But it was like... That particular color, I'm like, that's really interesting for Halloween. And then, of course, this year, that's trendy. You know? Like,
yeah.
Which is wild.
Oh, actually, mention of an animated constellation coat. You know what would be a fun Halloween horse? Like a black hole or space horse.
Horse. Aurora. Really I would like an Aurora for a winter one.
I was gonna say that, Neon. I was gonna say that I hope for like eventually. I don't know if they'd do it this year, but I hope that like an Aurora Borealis horse would be like in their consideration.
With maybe like a Princess Celestia main effect.
Yeah!
Oh my god.
I would love, and I know like now we're just talking about magic horses in general, but like where's my rainbow robot horse?
Yeah.
Just like that app back in the day, Robot Unicorn Attack.
unicorn attack.
You mean like the one that I suggested? You mean like the one that I did for the rainbow contest that they didn't pick?
I really, really want them to do a robot horse eventually. They'd have to think of a fancy like lore thing to go with it, but they set it up with Bonnie.
I got you covered. So, that's what I did. That's what I did.
I know. That's why I'm mentioning it.
Dynamic Rainbow Auxiliary Fragment Transporter, the draft, and it was going to go on the Percheron or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I mentioned it. Like we need a robot horse.
We really
I want it to be steampunk or rainbow or whatever, man. I
want a steampunk horse, just in general, a steampunk horse. Like I was hoping that one with Bonnie's machine thing.
We were gonna get one.
And then we didn't get one. That doesn't mean never, but we didn't get one.
I wonder if they're... Oh, sorry.
You're good. Go ahead.
Okay, I wonder if they're holding off on a robot horse because they want it to be animated, like moving parts in the mechanisms and shit. And that would be really hard to code, I imagine, with the current game. So I imagine if they're holding off and testing their skills.
I would like... okay. One more tangent, and then we'll kind of get back on because we got to talk about the other one.
Yeah,
okay. So, I would like to see at some point, and I think they're capable of it, but it might take a little bit. Is they're adding all these 3D models, like these other 3D objects, to the horses. I want some kind of animation on the 3D models. Like, okay, so say let's take the Hoflinger Fairy ones as an example again. Is the little wings on the back, or like if they did wings on the yes, just little like, and it would rotate like your regular idle animation. It's just another idle, and so that makes me wonder, like, is it capable? Like, are they capable of having slightly different idle animations from one coat to the next? Like
maybe we should pay attention to the animations for the walker here and see if the vegetation is like animated off. They've considered physics.
Okay,
it's not.
But with them trying new things and pushing designs and seeing what they can get away with. I mean, we might see things like that in the future, which would be really awesome.
I'm definitely rooting for them.
Yeah, like either little little stuff that flutters, or like say maybe this is gonna be like wild, like a little like an alien horse, right? So, or like a bug that's got the little antennas. Like, what if that stuff is like floppy, or like, or when they perk their ears up, it goes up, or stuff like that. Or
I would love an ugly little gray alien horse for Halloween. Are you kidding me?
Or like on something like these plant ones. If they keep doing the plant ones, it'd be kind of neat to have something bloom. Like,
that would be really cool.
Like you're going along, and if it's got like looking at this one, the Elvira, it's got little purple flowers in its mane. Okay, but what if they're not always there? What if they're closed and then they open for like 10 minutes and then they go back?
Yeah.
Or
maybe they could incorporate things like night blooming flowers. So at night in the game.
So if they can make stuff glow, they could maybe make a little change there, that's two different systems, but it would be really cool.
I wonder
if feeling that orb is going to glow.
I do too.
I hope so.
Yeah, it has to.
I'm so excited about that.
That makes me, makes me really sad.
I do wonder though, because Nightdust is very old. Like, he's from like pre-2017, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So the new horse models have to operate a lot differently from the old ones, I'm thinking.
No.
Or no?
No. No. So
like, I'm the resident 3D artist. I say no.
All right. Then I'm wrong.
The only thing that would be different would be the kind of coding that they used to implement the model and everything. Now, an animated texture is literally what you're seeing with all the water. Well, their water might be different now, but old school, that's how their water was animated. That's how a lot of your particles are animated.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so different. They're all in a 3D plane, which is on a mesh, which is exactly what the horse is, only it's a horse.
Right.
So essentially what might be, their texture artists is what I'm thinking, just might not be those kinds of animators.
Right.
You know, that's probably the main reason why they haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
But the only thing that would, other possible thing why they haven't done it yet is potentially that they think it might cause some, load times and feedback and everything. Yeah, it could potentially do that. Mm-hmm. But it depends on how big the file is that they're putting on this horse.
Yeah, the game is tugging a bit already for me at least, and I'm on a very strong PC now, so I feel like it has to be something on SSO's end. I feel like they would have to do optimizations first. They have to do optimizations first before they can send it animation.
A lot of us being artists know, when we gotta optimize an art piece, that means crunching the quality, and they probably don't want to crunch the quality. So so they're they can do it. It's possible, but it's going to take a lot on the back end of their stuff.
Yeah. So I think they're testing what they can get away. So maybe they're testing what they can get away with before they have to do actual optimizations to the game's code to make sure it runs better. Because as it in the Borderland race, I freezed bad, which was what in the world?
Were you doing the champ?
Yeah.
I was doing the champ, and
that champ
bad.
The Moreland champ freezes bad.
It freezes because they have so many particle effects that are triggered by how far you are in the race. So the game is trying to load in this model and these particles at a specific time, while at the same time, all these other players are doing the same thing.
Exactly.
So the feedback is the game going,
yep.
God, help.
This game, I feel like it's safe to say this game needs some more optimization before they can comfortably do animated textures.
So, so I'm looking at the walker. I definitely think we're right about the orb glowing.
I love that one so much.
Yep, I definitely think we're right about the orb glowing. The stuff in the mane and tail, probably the eyes too. The stuff that's in the mane and tail that I thought were flowers are actually mushrooms.
Oh,
so I think those are gonna glow too. I mean, because we already have the glowing mushrooms out in the world. I can't imagine why they probably wouldn't make those glow. It would make that, instead of being so top heavy, because if only the eyes and the orb glow, that's a lot of on the front end. So the little mushrooms throughout and then the tail, I think they could easily make those glow, and that would be a cohesive thread all the way through the horse. I like the fact that the grass that's sticking out of because there's some sticking out of the shoulders too.
Yeah.
It's sticking out of the shoulders and the haunches. Cute. It's very well blended in with the rest of the coat. It's very cleverly hidden.
She's very clean.
Yes.
In terms of design.
Okay, but can I have one tiny? It's not actually a nitpick or a grip. It's just I wish they did this instead. I wish they gave it deer antlers.
I wanted that. I would like the antlers in front of the ears. That's my only nitpick.
Yeah.
That's my.
Was centered.
That's my.
It's cute. But I'm if it was the deer.
Other than I don't care for the normal coat that much. I wish they would have just made it a regular dun, the same color dun as the wild does the magic coat.
Yeah.
Just normal.
Yep. Why is it white with primitive?
But that color dun.
Why are you white?
We already had that for the cherry blossom horse.
Yeah, except that's a brindle though. I could see if I guess the way that I would have done it, I would have used that same mousy dun. Yeah.
I mean the natural Percheron coat. It's a dun.
It's a brindle though. It's got the brindly, or it's got it's okay. It's not quite brindly. It's got the extensive dun factor. That's what it has. It has the really extensive done factor. What I think I would have done for this one is, because of how the grass is shaped over the back, like, you could have kind of maybe gotten away with a Tobiano pattern. Very like
I really like the coat that they have. I will say it's unusual. It's not something I would have expected.
Right.
But I do like, in the shading for that coat, there's not only gray tones, there's brown tones. I'm talking about on the body.
Yep. No, it's a really interesting coat. I'm just like, you have such a nice actual realistic done for the magic coat, that why couldn't it have been like that, just with some kind of marking over the back? Because even if they didn't do like a white marking, even if they didn't do a white marking, or like a Tobiano spot or a, you know, whatever, it would have kind of been interesting if this is the one that had the kind of Appaloosa characteristics, because they could have done like lacing over the back.
What would have been really cool for this one, you know, building on your paint marking idea, a splash paint would have been nice.
Okay, so that's kind of what I was thinking about. I was looking at that and going, but it would be a little bit reversed. You know, it's almost like when I did Maniac, I made her like a reverse splash, basically. And I got a sticker right here, so I can. It's like all her white goes up over her back. But I suppose you could almost call that a Tobiano. Because I have seen some Tobianos like that.
Well, looking at the magic coat where they have the leaves laying, that's why I'm saying like it would, or even a regular splash would have worked, like black on top and then white all everywhere else.
Courtney, you're so smart. It could have been a Mankato.
Courtney, your brain is so huge.
It could have been a Mankato.
What's a Mankato?
So Courtney just put a picture in the voice chat. That's so Mankato is typically found in like Criollos. It's because of the heat, if I remember correctly. Like it's got something to do with the environment down in Argentina.
The fetus is warm.
So horses can develop these crazy, really crazy white patterns that are like very different. They're not, you can't actually breed for it. They're not genetic. Like I don't think they can be passed on. But
that's cool.
Damn, they are so cool. And that would have been really neat. See if I can find. I kind of, when I designed Vortex for the sticker club, I was kind of looking at Mankato horses. Like it was partially Mankato and partially Sabino. They can look very similar, but Sabino is actually like a gene, whereas Mankato is just something that happens.
Yeah.
See, I don't know if we know enough about Mankato to actually
confirm that
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like what I'm looking at makes it seem like it is a type of Overo.
Okay.
So not Overo. Just what?
I was gonna question Overo. Overos don't have white over the back.
They have white over
term, not Tobiano.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about white, just like
right.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. So it's just like something that's not Tobiano, basically. So
good night, Neon.
I don't think we really know enough about what it definitively say. It very well could be some sort of weirdy recessive.
Yeah, I'll link you guys to I'll link you guys to oops, shoot. That's not what I want. I didn't want to post the same image. Leslie Kathman did a an article on her Equine Tapestry blog about Mankato. And I know at one point she refers to it as Mankato overo, which I think is really interesting because, like, you know, I'm in the same boat as you, Ashley. I'm like, why is that overo? Like, that doesn't seem right.
Right.
But, you know, I mean, it's so funky looking because you can have Mankato patterns along with the Sabino pattern. That is a thing. And then Mankato sometimes ends up looking Leopard Appaloosa-like.
I think often it does. I think it looks more like Appaloosa than it does like a Pinto.
Let's just go halfway and call it a Pintaloosa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send a picture of a baby that actually has an Appaloosa mom, but it looks like a weird in-between.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that one's funky. And then there's this, one of the horses that Leslie features in her blog. Really, really looks like just a Sabino roan. But when you actually zoom in on it, you're like, oh my god, like, something weird is going on there. Like, that's not what that should be.
Now, wait just a minute here.
This thing. Like, he definitely has Sabino. Like, he's got big leg markings, right? He's got big leg markings and a huge face marking. But it's all that little teeny tiny spotting that's like, it doesn't even look like an Appaloosa. Like, what is that? No. It's Mankato. But that would, a splash Pinto or a Mankato would have probably been a really cool look on this dun color instead of, because I'm trying to figure out, like, why did they make a gray dun like that? It's cool looking.
Very mousy.
Yeah. It's cool looking, and I like it. I don't like it as much as some of the other, like, normal coats that they've done. But I definitely don't feel like it looks. Yeah, it's very simple. And then I feel like there's a huge contrast though between the simple wild coat and the bam of the magical.
I guess it's maybe they were thinking
they came up and they slapped us with these magic coats, man.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe this one they were thinking best of both worlds for someone who maybe wants a simple, realistic horse or someone who wants a crazy ass magic horse.
Right.
I don't know, just a thought.
Yeah.
I will say, I think the one based off of the Witch Pie is my favorite.
I was just going to ask everybody what their favorites were. I want to take a tally.
I love them both too much.
I do love them both, but this one, for some reason, the palette, like the warmth of it, and yet it's somewhat creepy. Like, it really catches my attention. And did you guys notice that when the horse's tail swishes, the branches and the tail move?
I did.
Oh,
I did. Yes.
I did not notice. Could you show?
Yes, they have a little jiggle.
Yeah, in the video.
Yeah, there's like when they turn towards the back of the horse, I know there's like a point where the tail swishes, and the branches have a little bit of like a jiggle to them.
Yeah, like a stiffer jiggle than the hair. Yeah.
Oh.
And I think that's the same thing when they move too. Like, just in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, my headcanon for these two horses, considering their lore context, is that they fucking hate each other.
Yeah.
They're like Tom and Jerry, but for horses.
So it looks looks like what they did with the branches on the tail is, I think they put them on the same animation rig as the tail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, they're just you know how when you're in a layer.
Yeah.
When you're drawing, and you can like kind of lock that layer so it can only be on that color or on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically what we did.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. That looks neat.
Good. It's called parenting, and then they did a lot more to make that actually move with the tail.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's really fluid, and I like it a lot.
But honestly, looking at it, I think it's just a different texture on the tail. Like it's the same. They just swap out the model. They're just like boop when you kind of the same thing with their antlers. Like they just swap it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like using the same skeleton.
Yeah. Basically, like I like because I've done not like making horses like this before, but basically it's just different layers of a model. And what the coder is like, basically it's like if I was in this rig, there would be a little panel on the side that would, whatever they named it as, normal coat and magic coat, and I could flip-flop between those two, and they'll be on the same rig, same everything.
Okay.
And you can look at them both, and they can be connected that way. But then you hand it over to the coder, and the coder actually has to be like, when the player hits H, they can do the same thing.
Gotcha. All right, guys. So you got to pick one. Okay.
We'll go in order. Grassy horse.
We'll go in order. We got to pick. So Amber.
All right. Let's see. I think I like the Vala horse more because I just like the blue and black textures on it.
Okay. Oh yeah. Let's give one reason.
Okay.
Back to my horse judging days. Give me a reason.
Right. But I also love the like the horns and the little spangle things too. The little hoops and whatnot on the legs and the antlers too.
Yeah. All right. Ashley.
Just something different.
I definitely like the pie-based one, and my reason for that is because I really love that, even though it's witchy, there's a tie to nature in it, which is the tree branches and obviously the vegetation and everything.
Yeah.
And, I'll go ahead and say the color palette too really speaks to me, honestly.
Yeah. All right, Batsy.
Trick question, Cornelius.
Cornelius.
No, you have to pick one of these two. You have to pick
one.
Can't do this to me. I love football too much.
Which one would you buy first?
Yeah, which one would you buy first? Because you're gonna have to make that decision. No, we're not on the gnome yet. I have some choice words about the gnome. We're not there yet.
The gnome is my best friend. I will protect him.
I guess whichever one I click on first.
So which one would that be?
I don't know. Whichever
one's closest to the player.
Whichever one is closest to the player. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna not count Batsy's vote.
Yeah, don't count me. I because my answer I can't choose. They're too perfect.
I've actually this morning I would have told you the Vala one. I'm going with the swamp one.
Nice.
I love the Walker mold a lot. I have so many of them already. There's just something about the pattern of this one that's incredibly aesthetically pleasing. Between the regular coat is not my thing. I don't mind it, but it's not my thing. Right. But the magic coat, I'm something about the way that the mane blends into the greenery over the shoulders, over the back. The antlers are the pattern of the antlers is super aesthetically pleasing to me. This is what I was kind of hoping that the Birch and the Cherry Blossom remake would look like. So this kind of ticks those boxes for me. So yeah, that's
two are remakes.
The Marwari Birch and the Percheron Cherry Blossom are remakes of two Lusitanos.
Really?
That came out years ago. Yes. And those Lusitanos were only available for 2 months or something, 3 months, and then they permanently vanished from the game. So those are the only two magic horses that will never, ever, ever come back because Star Stable did make a promise.
Does anyone have pictures of what the old ones look like?
There's somewhere online. Courtney's looking up pictures. I'm sure she could find.
Thank you.
Also, that's really interesting that you found the Birdcatcher. That's kind of cool. Birdcatcher spots like
gorgeous.
That does look like the Haffy.
Yeah, I definitely can see it.
They could have gone a little harder with the ones on the Haffy.
Yeah.
Okay, Courtney.
What am
what is it? The bar cart and the whatever. I don't remember.
I got them.
You got it? Perfect.
I'll put it
Thank
in
you,
there.
Ashley.
Yep, I'll put it in.
All right, Courtney, your turn. Which one are you picking? Halloween. Neither? All right. That's fair.
I prefer the magic coat on the halflinger, but I don't think I'm gonna get it just because I love the birthday paint that's coming.
I guess I just, regardless of whether or not we're buying these, which one do you like better?
The one with the raven feathers in the mane.
The Vala one, okay. All right, Lurie. Your leafy one.
Lurie.
you go with the leafy.
I want to go with the swamp witch just because that's my aesthetic to a T.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like the theme that they're going with, especially since the last year of story quests has been centered around the witches.
I like
it's
the
a very
witchy
nice
stuff.
Yeah, it's a nice callback to not only Pi, but also to the new Vala, and it's like really neat and all that. But yeah, I'm gonna be going with the green boy.
Okay.
And be like that one.
All right. Let's talk about the gnome.
My friend.
You know what? It's not a gnome, it's a bush.
It's
not.
You can't say that. That's inappropriate.
I am so mad about
it's
the
a
fact
shrub,
that
then,
this morning you were jokingly like, haha, what if Halloween gnome? I'm like, God, that would be
I am going to make this gnome in the Snowball Gnome kiss. Thank you. They're gay lovers.
I want so many more gnomes in my horse game. My horse game is not going to be about gnomes.
But like in all seriousness, so like the color palette of the gnome, the wood is so dark, the leaves are dark, and the purple is dark. So again, like I said, it looks like just like a little plant. It doesn't look like a gnome to me, but it's adorable and I love it. It's so funny. I was showing Ellen the video at work, and all she saw was the bouncing purple hat. I didn't even see the gnome.
That's so funny. Oh my God. I couldn't believe it.
Gnome.
Like the first, just for everybody in the Twitch chat, the stream chat, that was like a joke this morning. We were like, oh haha, what if there's like a Halloween gnome? Because we're like, what else could they use for pets unless they're gonna make something new? Like, why would you keep reusing something that they should have a new one?
We were like, I hope they don't do ravens again this year, just because we didn't get so many ravens.
We didn't get bats though.
No, we didn't get bats. That does make me sad.
I hope that's in the works.
More ravens.
And just the fact that you guys were like, gnome, and I'm like, no, I don't want the gnome. And then the moment that I got to the point, where is it, like, oh yeah, so when Cece's riding the Elvira, like one of the first shots of the Elvira being ridden, and then there's the gnome, and I was like, you have got to be kidding me. And I went back to the group chat, and in all caps, without even like posting a link to the video, because I was the first one to see it, I think, all I put in the group chat was like, I tagged Lurie, and I was like, I hate it. It's a gnome.
And then I went, no.
Oh my God, it was horrible. I'm at work. I was watching it with my mom, and I was like, God damn it, not a gnome. Okay.
Yes, a gnome, and he's a perfect little boy.
He's cute.
Let's talk about the tax sets real quick too.
Mm-hmm. The haunted dressage tax set is so nice.
It is.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna see how that looks on my Song Sorrow.
That is a good one.
I don't know what it's called, but the Western one with the gold skulls on it, the black.
The Rebel Rascal. Oh yeah.
Oh, is that what's going on with the Rebel Rascal? I just thought it was plaid.
It's It's definitely like it does have the red. It is red plaid in there, but there's skulls all over it too.
Oh my god!
Essentially, it's a red version of the purple from last year.
Yep.
Yeah, the only thing I'll probably be mix matching the saddle pad because I'm not keen on the red plaid going with that. Like red, sure, but not plaid.
I also like the outfit for the character too. Is like that the kind of like punky skirt with the red plaid corset. I think that's really fun.
Yes.
Yes. It's very nice. It's just a very nice like looking set aesthetic.
Did anybody notice that the goth set is basically Wednesday Addams?
I did. I said that to my mom this morning.
I did not. I did not notice. Could you show again?
The Goth Academia one is at least with the hair, like with the hair that person chose.
Oh, I see.
It's her dress. I swear.
Yes. Oh yeah. But that's a very fun set too.
It also looks like they're giving you skeleton earrings.
Yeah, skull earrings. Yep.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, with the outfits, like, the one thing I'm not happy about with them is that they're all shorts.
Yes.
Like, who wears shorts in fall, first off? And also, there's that horseback riding part of me that's like, you don't ride in shorts.
I know.
Always snows here on Halloween, so wearing shorts is a crime.
Yeah. You guys are probably going to be like, oh my god, really? I don't like the Wild Witch set very much. As far as
I don't like the Wild Witch set either.
It's lame.
I don't like the tack. I think the one thing that I will be getting, actually maybe, I like the saddle pad. I like the torn saddle pads. I do think that I just noticed this now, but the end of the stirrup leather that tucks into the keeper is actually a feather. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, that's a feather.
I just wish that the tack itself was black with blue accents. Like, I don't like the fact that the tack is blue. But I like the top. I probably will not be getting the sandals or the gloves or the shorts. But the top and the flower crown, oh yes, that's an absolute yes for me. I like it. I'll probably put some like black skinny jeans or something with it, but that's a really neat set. The Goth Academia one, I don't know if I'll be getting that set at all. Something about the bridle I don't really like. I don't know. The bridle seems really I don't like the ones that have the side pieces, but the fact that they made this one seem like leather on the side instead of the metal like the other ones have, it makes the bridle look really clunky, in my opinion. But the saddle...
I'm just arranged and gonna get all the tag because I'm the Halloween collecting freak.
Oh yeah, the saddle and the saddle pad are really nice. And I don't really think I want the outfit for that, but I might piecemeal that with some tack, like with some other tack. I think my favorite one out of everything though is the Swamp Witch one. I actually really like it. And I'm not normally one that goes for brown, and I don't normally like going for gold either. But the mossy saddle pad, the saddle partially looking like wood with like the grommet on the cantle actually like that's a rock. That's really clever. The saddlebag looks like it's bark folded over. That's cool.
Oh yeah, that's...
I don't know. I think the leg wraps are supposed to not have that dark green texture at the top. I think that's going to disappear in the game. Because that looks like it shouldn't be there.
I think I'm going to play around with this set on my Pepita a little bit.
That might be cool. Yeah.
No, I'll definitely be getting none of the shorts and just mix matching pants.
Yes. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel too. And I know why they did the shorts, because they kind of want it to make it look like a dress. That has to be why.
Then why didn't they just do a dress?
I know, because doesn't the
or at least do leggings, like for goodness sakes.
Well, see, the Goth Academia one, it goes down low enough that it looks like a full dress, but then they still give you shorts. Because that's the top, but they have to give you some type of bottom. So, like, but with the Swamp Witch one, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense because that's the Druid top. And it doesn't go down low enough to make it look like an actual dress. But man, that top is stunning. And the hat. Like, that is a really, really neat set.
Honestly, all of this Swamp Witch and like pie references and Halloween stuff makes me think, man, she needs an update.
Oh yeah.
Poor girl. And they need to
wait for
decide
that.
what her personality is.
Yes.
Like, they really need to decide, because, like, in the old stuff, she was, like, a sweetheart vegan witch, and now they made her kind of, like, bitter and nasty, so I'm like, could you decide? Could you decide, please?
Also on the Wild Witch set, because they gave us such a pretty hat for the Swamp Witch, I'm like, why couldn't we have gotten, like, a hat for the Wild Witch ones, too? Or even, like, a headpiece with antlers, like the...
Yeah, exactly.
Like the Vala has. Like, I like the... I don't know if it's a crown of flowers or weeds or thorns or whatever, because it's really hard to see.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be better
It's
in
a
the
little
game.
cut off.
Yeah, it's like... YouTube's got that, like, dark... Like, whenever you have your mouse over it, it's got that dark border at the top. It's really hard to see.
Like, thanks! And plus, also on stream, the Big Pony Studios is covering the head.
Covers it. Yeah.
It's like, no, I don't think you're allowed to see. No.
But that's my one little nitpicky thing for the clothing, other than the fact that, okay, maybe if they give us, like, dresses and shorts, like, maybe they should also have an option of, like, hey, pair these pants with it. You know?
I'm sure there's going to be plenty that look great with these sets, though, honestly.
No, I'm sure.
I will say, I really like the netted gloves with the Goth Academia set.
Yeah,
that's fun.
That is fun.
Yeah, I know there's going to be a lot of people that go crazy over that. Understandably so. They're very well modeled.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, do I hear some piggies? Do I hear piggy? Squeaky baby!
Which piggy?
Wooby.
Oh,
Wooby.
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 If you hear rattling, Pippa's running
Oh,
around.
Pippa! All the rodent pets are being silly tonight. I love this. Also, we kind of skipped over the Vala horse pet, I feel.
Oh, yes. It's a fox. It's a Miss Fox. It is cute, but the model's so old.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to see how old the model is when it actually is, like, so dark, but it's also glowy and kind of starry.
I noticed that. Like, this morning I kind of looked at it and I was like, oh, why does that actually make the fox pet look good? Like...
Yeah, it looks like they took advantage of the old stuff with this model and with the, like, fur. And I always appreciate clever use of, like, an older model like this.
Yeah. Oh, that's...
So I think he looks really nice.
That's fun.
As a little boy.
Yes.
But no one has my heart. I am going to put that little baby into my pocket and carry him around everywhere.
Oh.
This fresh plastic horse smells like crack.
So true.
Oh my god.
On that note, I'm gonna end the stream here for tonight.
Okay.
I'll stay in the voice chat for a while. I want to go grab a snack, but we're gonna end that here.
Okay. Thank you for having us.
We'll be back. Be back next Wednesday with the Dartmoor ponies. So. All right, everybody. Good night. Good night.
Bye.